Oh, I can't remember. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Are homes overvalued? I was probably gonna say, look, I'm still trying to figure out how to get the not figure out, I'm still troubleshooting my screen share issues with the volume. I got stuff queued and ready to go. I'm just having an issue for the taking out of context for the videos I want to play. Um, not showing properly. So I might have to dig through and find some older ones with text. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Are homes overvalued? Again, I told you we're going to Yahoo Finance today. Technically, Market Watch. When I go to Market Watch, though, their link, I can't pull it up. So I had to go to Yahoo Finance, which I guess is showing Market Watch, and I get to read the article. Anyways, Market Watch will make you pay money. Homes are overvalued in much of the U.S., with these 5 states leading the list. Now, speaking of childcare, on the last episode, how 45 states have childcare being more than the average mortgage price. Is that due to these homes being overvalued? Because in that article, it was just overall. My assumption is though that those were recent homes, like homes bought essentially around another panorama versus like all time. But if it includes all mortgages just out, that's insane because people had got mortgages 10, 20, almost 30 years ago. And so it'd be interesting to see if this is going to get into exactly the price of mortgages and the price, but how much people are paying for a mortgage. And again, this is by, all right, y'all, shout out to the first time listeners. This is your first time tuning in. We've had a great run of the names of these authors not giving me hell. That run is officially over. And I apologize to this person. Arathi Swiminathan. I'm going to say Arathi or Arathi Swiminathan. All right, this is May 14, 2024. All right, here we go. The most overvalued housing market in America is Memphis, Tennessee. I ain't getting that. I ain't gonna get into that. Anyways, homes in 90% of major metropolitan areas in the U.S. are overvalued, with the sharpest increases recorded, in southern states, according to the new report. Shout out to Atlanta. Well, it's probably gonna be Atlanta / Georgia, Florida and Texas. My assumption. I guess Tennessee counts, right? Memphis, Tennessee. Anyways, the South. The states with the biggest increase of homes being sold at prices over the long-term average were Tennessee, Arkansas, South Carolina. So I was completely wrong with Florida, Georgia. And that was on the screen, but as y'all know, I don't read these articles ahead of time. But Florida, Georgia, and Texas is not it. But Tennessee, Arkansas, and South Carolina. Tennessee and Arkansas border each other. So interesting there. So South Carolina. Here I go. You're always being distracted. I don't know if South Carolina borders. I know North Carolina does. Does South Carolina border Tennessee? It does. No, it doesn't. Georgia and North Carolina do. And I mean, multiple other states, but South Carolina doesn't. Anyways, so here we go. This is according to a report by Fitch Ratings, which looked at prices in the fourth quarter of 2023. All right, here we go. Fitch Reports said that, was it Fitch Reports? Yeah, Fitch Ratings said that homes were overvalued nationally by 11.1% at the end of 2023, which was little change from the prior quarter. So coming out of 2023, homes, I guess stayed relatively at where they should be, as far not where they should be, quarter to quarter, not increasing, but just coming out the end of 2023, we're seeing a 11.1% overvalue, according to Fitch Ratings. The typical existing home in the U.S. was sold for a median price of $381,400 in December, according to the National Association of Realtors. National average rent that month was $1,950. See, and that makes sense when we talk about the childcare, how childcare is more than rent in every single state, because childcare, and that's the average rent just that month. Yeah, that's for the whole nation. Yeah, for the whole nation, childcare is over. Yeah, $2,000, unfortunately, now. And Fitch said, based on Zillow ZG data, I'm not sure what the Z and ZG, anyways, what those stand for. While a recent increase in the number of home listings in some markets is promising, suggesting that the housing market is showing early signs of normalization. What does normalization mean? That means staying in the 6-7% range, or going back down to the 2-3-4% range that people want to be at, so they can get back into the market. And if that happens, if you want to see a flood into the market, if you want to see some crazy competition again, let them put interest rates crazy low again. A lot of the pent-up demand out there is crazy, and that competition will be fierce if they were to do something like that. Fitch noted that the pace is being tempered by persistently high mortgage. I promise you, I don't read these articles ahead of time. And when I say ahead of time, I mean I don't even look ahead enough to make it seem like I'm intentionally talking about the next sentence. But yes, the high mortgage rates, in theory or in principle, are to help temper the housing market and the escalation of home prices. They're not doing too much about the escalation of home prices. I already we're talking about 11.1% overvalue, and the value of homes still going up. And on average, in mass, real estate goes up. So I mean, the prices aren't going to go down in mass. That's what millennials are complaining about in Gen Z, that the prices keep going up, which is how stuff works. But still, the 30-year mortgage rate averaged at 7.09%. This is in May of this year, 2024. Market Watch recently highlighted how some homes are selling for far over their asking prices. There's still some far over asking prices. Still, I thought that was a pandemic thing. See, I thought the panorama people were done, but I guess not. I guess the people who weren't able to buy a home because they got outbid and short during the panorama, they getting out there and they still using that mindset and just overpaying for these homes. Homes are selling for far over their asking prices, with home buying demand outpacing the number of properties on the market. Again, which I think on a previous article, maybe not a previous article, but as far as the actual topic, where we discussed about the housing crisis when it came to God, what's that term? Oh, them having the supply chain. There we go, supply chain for building homes, and how the rate that new homes are being built is still not up to what it needs to be. So by definition, if new homes aren't being built fast enough, you're just banking on people wanting to sell their homes. But most people want to sell their homes and move to a newer home, right? Second place is only good when you buy a home. Shout out to Los, but King Los as it's called now. But if people who currently live in a house, they don't want to go with their interest rate and they can't find the home that they want to live in, then what are they supposed to do? I mean, they're sitting there, right? So then it's hard for people who are renting to get a home, because the people who are in a current home, which is more in their price range, aren't able to move because the new homes are being built fast enough. And you get the people who already have a home, they're not able to move into a new home. I mean, it's just crazy. And then the opposite, the people who are renting who want to buy new homes as well, right? So, I mean, that's not helping. Here are the top 5 states where homes were most overvalued according to Fitch ratings, with home price data obtained from Redfin. So here we go. We got Tennessee, the highest was 6.2%. Memphis, Tennessee, they said was the highest here. Annual change in home price 6.2%. Median sales price in March 2024 was $378,600 in Tennessee.